Hello, I'm Tisha. Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about how to manage Pica in a child who has that condition. Primarily those on the autism spectrum, as that's what I'm most familiar with, but Pica is a condition that can present on its own as well. For those who aren't familiar with Pica, it is a condition where a person is craving and eating and chewing on non-edible substances that are not meant for eating, substances that have no nutritional value. So I have three boys who are 7, 4, and 2. My oldest two are diagnosed as being on the autism spectrum, and both of my oldest two have engaged in Pica, but my middle child, the 4-year-old, he is the one who exhibits a much more regular habit of eating and chewing on things that are not meant for eating. And common things that my son has chewed on or tried to eat: crayons, chalk, wood, paint chips, USB cables, things that have seen him trying to eat. Okay, so before I get into the 5 tips, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, feel free to comment below. So let's get started. So tip number 1 is to clean, clean, clean. It may seem obvious, but as a busy mom, sometimes it's hard to stay on top of cleaning with a child. With Pica, though, you have to really stay on top of things because they're going to seek out things that they have easy access to put in their mouth. And usually with a child, there's going to be things that are on the floor. So you want to make sure to keep things off the floor, sweep, vacuum regularly. If you're able to buy one of the robotic vacuums that are out now, I actually just got one and it's been a huge lifesaver. I would definitely look into one of those so that when you're having to take care of other things in the house, it can be routinely going around and picking up any debris. Also, be aware of any cables, electric cords, USB cables that are within easy reach or left on the floor because my child, my middle one, he does chew on cables. I have witnessed him doing that, and so that is a huge safety hazard. So make sure to keep that in mind. If you do see your child engaging in that, then you need to make sure those are out of the way. Tip number 2 is to keep dangerous and hazardous substances and objects, keep them behind cabinets that have safety locks or safety latches. I have that on a lot of my cabinets. I just got the ones that are the kid safe kind of locks. I think we got them from Walmart or Lowe's. So get those to make sure that your cabinets and even drawers are secured. Number 3, provide oral stimulation in the form of chew toys. I got a lot of mine from Amazon, but they're basically come in different types, different textures, various degrees of hardness. And they can be kept around the child's neck. The key is that children who are on the autism spectrum, um, a lot of times they are seeking stimulation that they don't readily receive, and so they might be seeking out oral stimulation. However, you need to replace the negative behavior with something that is positive and safer for them. And so providing the chew toy is giving them an alternative to chewing on things that are not safe for them. Number 4 tip is to use electric toothbrushes. This goes along with the previous point, but you need to give them other alternatives for providing the stimulation, the sensory input that they do need. And so electric toothbrushes are another great way to do that. I try to keep a few on hand, a few extras, just so that my child can have that to chew on and to get that sensation, and they do work pretty well for him. My last tip, number 5, is also to provide lots of snacks for your child throughout the day. It's possible that a child that is engaging in Pica are doing it because they're simply hungry. And if you have a picky eaters, all my children are actually picky eaters, then it's possible that they are hungry. So provide them with snacks throughout the day. You also want to provide them with snacks that will help relieve or give them that sensory input that they're looking for. So give them crunchy snacks, give them things that are sour. For example, with the crunchy things, you can provide them with crackers, chips, salty things, pretzels, sour foods like pickles or sour candy. I've even tried licorice, and my son does really enjoy the licorice because it's a little bit tougher to chew on. So all those things might come in handy to provide. Um, Obviously, giving your child candy has its own drawbacks, but in some ways, I'd rather my son chew on licorice than to chew on a USB cable. And just another small note, which isn't really small, it is a major note, that children and just people in general who engage in Pica, they may be doing it because they have iron deficiency or vitamin deficiency. So that is something that you want to bring up with the doctor, and the doctor can run some tests to check those things. And also, if you do see your child engaging in Pica, especially if they're eating paint chips, wood, you see them trying to eat like dirt or plaster, drywall, aspects of the wall, or anything like that, it would be a good idea to get them checked for lead. My son has been checked a couple times so far because I did have concerns about him trying to eat on like paint and the wood aspects of like the window sills and things like that. So I did get him checked for lead a couple times, and so far it has been normal, came back okay. But it is just something to keep in mind that you want to be evaluating. And lastly, I just want to say that do not give up hope on this issue. From what I have looked into, Pica does lessen over time as the child gets older. It is possible that they might start to outgrow this behavior, basically. So don't give up hope on the issue, but it's just about keeping them safe and giving them the alternative so that they can not engage in these behaviors and so that they can stay safe. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. I hope you found this video useful. Please leave comments below. Would definitely like to see the comments and see other people's experience with this issue, whether it's autism related or just in general. So thank you once again and stay tuned. Bye.